Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 34 of TNC. A little bit late, of course, with not being able to get the show up last week, but we are here nonetheless, and we are ready to go with a banger of an episode.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Brotherhood from Ohio, weighing in at 219 pounds, Tyler Gates.
Tyler Glass, the winner of the Royal Rumble about 2 months ago now, and will be in the main event of Clash in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, 2 weeks' time now. Of course, he will be facing Kez Phoenix in the main event, trying to take that world title off of him. And Zyler looking to become the first member of the BHS to hold World Championship gold here in TNC. Of course, Zyler, a former two-time BCW World Champion, but he is no longer employed by BCW. Walked out of the company after the events that transpired there, and he has become a TNC exclusive wrestler. Although he has been loaned to ELW as well. Zyler Glass will be going one-on-one against Adam Ace, who of course won the first Royal Rumble back in January, and immediately following his Rumble win would join the BHS and basically kicked Owen Spade out of the group. And of course we all know the events that transpired for Owen Spade following that Rumble. But Adam Ace would go on to main event Clash 1, but was unsuccessful against Pete Brent. And now the bell is rung between these two former brothers, and here we go. Glass able to shove Adam Ace towards the ropes. Now they'll lock up again. Glass with control of the wrist of Adam Ace. But Adam Ace able to turn it around here on Glass. Glass forced down to a knee here by Ace, but he's back up to his feet. And Adam Ace just spiking Zyler into the mat, now going for the cover. And a kick out at 1 by Zyler Glass. And now these two will lock up once again. And again, it's Zyler able to overpower Adam Ace here. This time into the corner. But Adam Ace able to get a cheap shot there, and another. And this may be the opening that Adam Ace needs here early on. But Zyler, again, able to use his power. And for a moment he was back in control, but Adam Ace able to reverse. Now Zyler back in control again. And now the stomps to the ribs, and now a big forearm to the face by the #1 contender. And now Zyler drop kick, sending Adam Ace back to the floor. And now Zyler jawing with Zach Morningstar on the outside, raising the attention of the referee. But now Adam Ace over the top, landing the kick. And now Adam Ace off the ropes. Big knee to the face there. And now Ace climbing up to the top. Adam Ace, nobody home on the leg drop. And Zyler looking to take advantage, ducking under. But Adam Ace with the clothesline. And Adam Ace now with the lion salt. But Glass quickly back to his feet, planting Adam Ace. And now it's Glass up to the top rope. Glass waiting on Adam Ace to reach his feet. And Zyler with the cannonball. Now Glass going for the cover, but a kick out at 1. Morningstar tried to grab at the ref. Dangerously close to being ejected, but the Sister Glass again by Zyler. This could do it. 1, 2, and a kick out by Ace. And now Ace off the ropes, jumping mind shatter. And that should do it. 2. No, and then another kick out. Adam Ace still alive, but just barely. Ace quickly back to his feet. Another elbow there by Zyler. And try to drop another, but Adam Ace able to get up and lands the big boot there. And now Zyler back to his feet. Kick there by Glass. And now an uppercut. Now the strikes coming in from the #1 contender. Backbreaker by Glass. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. A dominant win for Zyler Glass over Adam Ace. And that is one way to build momentum heading into Clash. Poor Zyler trying to do what Adam Ace couldn't. And that's become world champion at Clash of the Titans. Of course, Adam Ace also came in to Clash very hot. But when the lights came on, nobody was home. And Adam Ace fell short. Zyler Glass not looking to repeat the mistakes of Adam Ace in 2 weeks' time.
Here is your winner,
He's off to a good start here with a win over Adam Ace in our opening match. And the BHS can celebrate a successful week here on TNC.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Istanbul, Turkey, Alexia Lane.
Alexia Lane back in action here on TNC. Was unable to qualify for the Women's Chamber back at Turning Point. Now looking for any way she can to get onto the card at Clash of the Titans. And potentially a women's qualifying match for the Golden Ticket ladder match is in her future. As of course now there will be a men's and women's Golden Ticket ladder match 2 weeks' time, as qualifiers will begin tomorrow on episode 35.
And her opponent from South Korea,
Yana Jian was in the Elimination Chamber at Turning Point, but fell well short of becoming TNC Women's Champion. Now she's looking to bounce back here against Alexia Lane. After what was honestly a brutal showing for Yana Jian. Either of these women could pick up a win. Potentially that puts them in the running for a qualifying match for that golden ticket ladder match at Clash. But both women are set to go here. And there's the bell. Here we go. Gianna came flying out the gate, but Alexia Lane was ready for her. And now Lane with the step up enziguri. And Lane dropping the elbow on the knee of Yana Jian. Lane moving quickly to the apron. Now waiting for Jian to get up. And now the springboard cross body from Lane. And a big pump kick there by Jian. But nobody home on the Lion Salt, and Alexia Lane gonna look to take advantage with a big forearm. And now Lane needed a gut in the corner. And Alexia Lane starting this match off very strong. Going for a cover here to put Gian away and a kick out at 1. Gian back to her feet now. Able to counter the Irish whip, but gets caught by Alexia Lane here. And now again, big shot to the gut there by Gian. And now these two women going to start trading blows here. Chop there by Gian, one by Lane. Slap there by Gian. Another chop and another slap. Going strike for strike here of both women. Alexia Lane asking for her best shot, but she blocks it. And now Gian wants the best of Alexia Lane. And now these two are going to start throwing bombs at each other. Both women able to stay on their feet. But Alexia Lane here with the inverse DDT. And now Alexia Lane planting Yana Jian. Stomp to the gut. Now looking for the rings of Saturn. She's got it locked in. Middle of the ring. And Yana Jian taps out. Wow, that was fast. A quick and decisive win for Yana Jian. Or excuse me, for Alexia Lane. Quick and decisive loss for Yana Jian. Certainly, Alexia Lane is going to be in consideration for a qualifying match on tomorrow's episode. Nico Fox back in action here on TNC. His booking admittedly has been very inconsistent, but in the matches that he has gotten recently, he has been performing at a very high level. And more eyes should definitely be on Nico Fox here in the future, as he's been wrestling like he's got something to prove. Nico, of course, the second ever TNC All-Star champion, but has not been able to do much since he lost that title.
And his opponent from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 212 pounds.
And of course, Nico Fox will be going one-on-one with Sadistico, who challenged for the All-Star Championship alongside El Arano back at Turning Point. And it was Arano who ended up walking out as champion, but would only hold the title for a mere 7 days, as he dropped it back to Seth Ross last episode. And now the path for Sadistico a little unclear. But a win here could be big for both men. Qualifiers for the men's golden ticket ladder match, of course, still undecided. And the results of this match could have an impact on his decision making as to who gets the two qualifiers for TNC. But both Nico and Sadistico ready to go and flying out the gate, but nobody able to connect off the draw. Sadistico able to land that drop kick there, and the atomic drop. Sadistico over the top, but nobody home. Able to roll away from Nico there, landing a few strikes. Now has the arms hooked. And Sadistico with the backbreaker. And Nico able to turn this one around here. Now Nico whipping Sadistico into the corner. And now wrenching at the arm of the luchador. But Sadistico able to get his elbow up there, now starting to fire back. And Nico just gets dropped. But Sadistico starting to fire up here. And now these two are going to tie up. And Sadistico able to overpower Nico into the ropes. And the ref forced to break it up. But Sadistico with a cheap shot. But Nico able to roll up Sadistico here, but only enough for a 1 count. And now Nico Fox hoisting him up for the brain buster. And Nico double axe handle off the second rope. And Nico looking to drag Sadistico to the corner, face first off the turnbuckle. But Sadistico able to turn this one around, gaining speed into the corner for the big forearm. Now Nico back to his feet. But Sadistico still on the attack, ducking under Nico. Went for a drop kick, but Nico caught him. And now it's Nico into the cover, but an immediate kick out from Sadistico. And now it's Sadistico off the ropes. Nico Fox, swinging neckbreaker. And now Nico dropping Sadistico on the top rope. And now Fox double knees to the back of the head. And Nico quickly to the top rope. Hitting that UFO splash into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Now Nico wrenching at the ankle of Sadistico, trying to keep him grounded. Sadistico, head scissors from the handspring. Down goes Fox. And again, Sadistico fired up here. Nico able to block Sadistico. And now hoisting him up, but Sadistico with the elbows. Able to get off the shoulders of Nico Fox. And Sadistico with the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And now Nico off the ropes. Into the UFO cutter. Cover. 1, 2. And a kick out by Nico. Nico quickly back to his feet. Right into a Hurricane Rana. But able to avoid Sadistico there. And right back to that ankle. And again goes Nico. And Fox quickly into the cover. 1, 2, and another kick out. Sadistico on the apron now. Able to shove Nico Fox away. And now it's Nico off the ropes. Sadistico ducking under. Gets caught again by Fox and a stomp to the gut. And Nico with the disarmer, but Sadistico all tangled up in the ropes, and it's going to force an immediate break. And now Nico Fox. Nico knee. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And once again, Nico Fox coming out on top. A good performance here by both men. But Nico Fox able to do enough to get the victory. As he's been able to do a lot of late. And certainly Nico Fox is going to be in the discussion to get an opportunity at the Golden Ticket ladder match. I don't believe Nico was in a qualifier last time, and he certainly wasn't in the ladder match. But maybe this clash can be Nico's opportunity. The opportunity that he's been waiting for ever since he lost the All-Star title 11 months ago now, just after Seasons Bleedings.
Yeah. Money make the world go round. I'm trying to get it all right now. Everybody worry about the crown being. Look, homie, I'm the man right now. Talking to a PI, kind of time we on. Whole life to kind of take eons. Got a little bit of time to go beyond. Can't look back, no time to hit rewind. Yeah, she wants to do that class. I might move with my dream with ass. They put way too much in your glass. Just move your hips like a whole lot class. Hit that dab, I told that kid. I'm sure I'm up there. I want that shit. When I'm up, that's it. I'm a solid, I'm reckless. Hit that bag, I'ma walk like this. Yeah, I'ma walk like this. Hit that lane, I'ma walk like this. Walking this ride till they all get lit. Told them I'm flow, let me talk my shit. Every song bang when they try to hit. Say it on the man, don't stop, no miss. Over your head, next time, don't slip. Play your part, better read that script. Yeah, I'ma walk like this.
For the first time in a little bit here on TNC, the Corruption will be in tag team action. And since the last time we saw them in tag action, they have been very busy over on BCW, becoming a part of the Cunt Riders,
Yeah.
with allegiances all over the place.
I'm trying to count to 100 down. That's daily. Brady pay me. M's and M's, no slim shady. Make a count going so crazy. Still live it up when I'm over 80. Flying, I'm hotter than Hades. Middle fingers up to the ones when I hate me. Come with my body, I'm up like a drought.
Allegiances between all three companies,
I'm trying to sell a house.
TNC, BCW, and ELW.
And their opponents, first, from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Jason Gray.
Tonight they'll be going up against Jason Graves, Jake Phoenix. Who've been on a bit of a losing streak in tag team action, looking to right their ship against what could potentially be, outside of the tag champs, the most dangerous and violent team in the division right now. You know, the Corruption got numbers for days with the Cunt Riders, and those numbers just seem to be ever expanding. And one of those numbers being Nico Fox, who just won against Sadistico.
And from Kissimmee, Florida, weighing in at 230 pounds, Jake
For Jake Phoenix, this is about his time of year. We all remember the performance he put on at Clash of One against Kent Killstrom inside Hell in a Cell. One of the most dominant performances in TNC history. And certainly, Jake Phoenix looking for more of the same in this tag match here tonight. It's going to be Tyler Vincent and Jason Graves starting this one off, and here we go. Roll up out the gate here by Tyler, looking for a quick victory, but an immediate kick out here by Graves. Graves able to get Tyler off his back and hit the Hurricane Rana. Tyler whipped into the corner of Graves and Phoenix. And a double team coming here. Vincent laid out with the double back body drop. And Jake Phoenix lining Tyler up with that knee strike. But nobody home on the Lion Salt. And Tyler going right after the knee. And now Phoenix whipping Tyler off the ropes. Big time flapjack there by Phoenix. And Kez was looking for a tag to his buddy Tyler, but Phoenix not letting it happen. But Tyler able to get that clothesline off, still not going for a tag over to Kez. But Tyler seems to be handling business just fine as he locks in the crossface, but it's broken up due to a rope break. Tyler up to the top now. Nobody home on the elbow drop. And that got Peter Krill a little worried. He jumped up on the apron for a second. Hurricane Rana there by Phoenix. But Tyler able to roll him up here, catch him by surprise. But an immediate kick out by Phoenix. And now Jake Phoenix with the DDT, laying out Tyler, going for a cover here. And a kick out at 1. And now Jake Phoenix pummeling Tyler, but Tyler able to get a cheap shot there on Jason Graves. And Jake Phoenix gonna make him pay. Tag into Jason Graves. Tyler desperate for a tag, and he's gonna get it to the world champ. Kez in the match for the first time. And Kez hoisting Graves up for a power bomb. And now Kez going right after the knee of Jason Graves. Facebuster there by Kez. But Graves able to push Kez off. And Graves, nobody home. Kez too fresh and able to get out of the way. And Kez still in control. Whipping Jason Graves into the corner. And a double team coming here from Kez and Tyler. Big shot to the gut. And now Tyler with the Russian leg sweep to Graves. And it's Tyler now into the cover. 1 and a kick out. Tyler, drop kick there to Graves. And now Tyler lining up Jason Graves for the knee, but nobody home. Graves trying to take advantage, but Tyler with those elbows. Tyler able to counter again. Jason Graves not able to mount much here. And Graves is in deep trouble. He's in need of a tag, and he's going to get it to Jake Phoenix. But Tyler quick onto Phoenix. Tyler able to take on both men at once. Honestly, smart strategy here from the Corruption. Despite having to compete, this keeps Kez as fresh as possible for Clash. Meanwhile, Zyler had to go at it one-on-one. Eating at the luxury of tag team action, where he could just sit on the apron. Tyler with a big stomp there. Tyler tried to line up Jake Phoenix there, but a cheap shot from Jason Graves. And now Tyler gonna go for the Bulldog, but a rope break there. Saving Jake Phoenix, and a big pump kick there by Jason Graves. And both men are down in the ring. Tyler back up to his feet. Going right back after Jake Phoenix. But Phoenix able to counter. Has the arms. Big knee strike by Jake Phoenix into the cover. Broken up by Kez. And now Phoenix lining up Tyler Vincent again for another knee strike. Cover here again. 1, 2. Kick out by Tyler. And Phoenix can't believe it. He's just throwing everything he can there at Tyler. And now Phoenix sizing him up again for another knee strike. And now a tag into Jason Graves. Tyler able to catch the boot of Graves though and sweep out the legs. Tyler going for a cover on Jason Graves. Can he put him away? 1, 2, no. Tyler off the ropes. Stop to Jason Graves. Cover immediately broken up by Jake Phoenix. And now the tag in to the world champ, Kez Phoenix. And Kez, DDT. Kez looking to pick apart the scraps left in the ring by Tyler Vincent. Kez going for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Graves. But Graves able to get an elbow up. Kez may have been looking for the double team. But now, planted on his head is Jason Graves. And Graves now back in the ring. And Kez right there to meet him. Big lariat by Kez. And now Kez with speed, big boot in the corner. And Kez maybe tried to line up Jason Graves there, but a cheap shot allowing Jason Graves to take out the legs of Kez, and Graves trying to take advantage of that distraction. Graves planting Kez. And now Graves off the ropes. Enziguri to the champ. And now nobody home on the frog splash. Kez able to get out of the way. Another cheap shot by Jake Phoenix. This time Kez not going to take too lightly to it. Enziguri there by Kez. And now a tag made to Tyler Vincent. Tyler maybe thinking Cloverleaf for a sharpshooter, but Graves able to kick him away, and now the double team coming. Big shot by Jake Phoenix. And now Tyler looking for that bulldog again, but another rope break. He can't keep it away from the ropes. And now a tag back into Kez here. With a down and out Jake Phoenix. Kez is going to drag Phoenix back towards the middle of the ring. Now going for a cover, but it's going to get broken up by Graves. Kez gets whipped into his own corner by Phoenix. And now the boot's coming in, but Kez able to get his up. Couple strikes there by Phoenix, and the scoop slam. Cover here to pin the world champion. 1 and a kick out. And a huge spine buster there from the mat and back down. And now over the top with the senton is Jake Phoenix. And now Jason Graves bringing it to the world champion with that headbutt. And now the Hurricane Rana, and Kez is starting to feel it. DDT by Graves. And now Graves has Kez up in the middle of the ring. And finally drops him down. Graves into the cover on Kez. Still not a 2 count. And now Graves dropping the chest of Kez into the knees. And now it's Kez desperate for a tag. And it looks like he got the tag. In comes Tyler Vincent. And now all 4 men on the outside. Tyler taking out Jake Phoenix. And now turning his attention back over to Jason Graves. Hoisting him up and dropping him face first onto the floor. But Phoenix quickly back to his feet and taking out Tyler. Graves back to his feet. Tyler back to his feet. Kez back on the apron. And Tyler getting tossed across the outside. Count up to 10. They've reached the halfway point on the outside. And Tyler now back in the ring. And Graves not far behind. And Jason Graves, house call. And a tag into Jake Phoenix. Tyler slowly up to a knee. Big pump kick by Phoenix. And now lining him up, but Tyler able to block the knee strike. And Tyler looking for another stomp. And he gets it! Tag back into Kez. And Graves with a cheap shot to the world champion. And now Jake Phoenix trying to take advantage. Hoisting Kez up for a buckle bomb. Cover 1 and a kick out. Or no, it was broken up by Tyler, excuse me. Phoenix went for potentially a pedigree, but Kez able to reverse. And now tags on both sides. Tyler Vincent and Jason Graves are now in. Cutter there by Graves. And Graves, nobody home on the stomp there. Tyler too far away. And now over to the ropes. Elbow there by Tyler. And now it's Graves whipped into the corner. Tyler lining him up with speed. Eats an elbow from Jason Graves. And now Graves has him set up. JG driver. And Jason Graves not done. Dropping him on the knees. And he's still not done. in the corner. Counter by Tyler. Inverse DDT. And now Tyler straight into the Bulldog. But it's broken up by Jake Phoenix. And Tyler rolls to the outside. Graves still laid out in the ring. And now back in the ring. DDT there by Jason Graves. And now a kick to the back of Tyler. Big shot there by Tyler. Future shock. Cover 1, 2. Kick out again. What do they have to do to put these two away? Repeated knees to the gut of Jason Graves. And now spiking the head of Graves into the mat. Tag into Kez. And Kez making his way up to the top rope. Kez with the frog splash. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. What a tag match. And that is a massive victory for the Corruption, and the fact that Tyler Vincent really took the brunt of that match for his team, allowing Kez to stay fresh for Clash. And with both men still relatively fresh, Zyler Glass took quick work, or made quick work, I should say, of Adam Ace in the opener. So neither men really have had to wrestle that grueling of a match, leading into what could be the biggest match of their lives. But for now, they can all celebrate a well-earned win here on episode 34 of TNC. But ladies and gentlemen, we still have 2 matches to go, including this next contest. Selena's crown of being the greatest women's champion in this company has definitely been threatened since the arrival of Kendall Hendricks, as they are still to this day the only 2-time TNC women's champions. And for a minute, it did look like Selena was well on her way to a 3rd title reign, but those aspirations were cut short after a shocking loss to Olivia Martinez. And really ever since then, Selena has not been able to recover. But she's hoping to be able to do that here tonight. Or at least start that journey.
Beverly Hills, California, Haley Blackwell.
And she'll be looking to do it against another former TNC Women's Champion in Haley Blackwell. She's definitely had a rough go of it since she lost the women's title. But looking to get back on the right track here tonight against one of the most formidable women on the roster. If Blackwell could get the win, it would be huge for her momentum going into Clash, just as it would for anybody else. Both women set to go, and the bell is rung and we are underway. Both women locking up to start this one out. Blackwell able to overpower Selena into her corner. And the ref going to have to break these two women up, but a huge right there by Blackwell forces Selena back into the corner. And Selena trying to fight out of the corner. Blackwell not letting her. Haley Blackwell starting this match off strong. Selena missing the kick there. Gives an opening for Blackwell. And Blackwell, nice German suplex there. And now Blackwell on the apron. Selena to her feet. Springboard drop kick. And now Blackwell with the knee strike. And Blackwell able to continue her strong start to this match. And now it's a stomp to the arm. And Selena very quickly has been laid out here. Selena though able to land that kick, and now these two will tie up once again. But Blackwell just able to overpower her, and now a big clothesline. Now covered, but a kick out of one. And drop kick to the back of Selena. Blackwell just keeping the pressure on here. She knows she can't give Selena an inch, or else she's going to take a mile. And there's another missile drop kick by Haley Blackwell. And now a spear sending Selena to the floor. And now Blackwell on the apron. Moonsault to the outside. And Haley Blackwell in complete control. Drop kick there on the outside to Selena again. Been able to use it to great effect. And now Blackwell planting Selena on the outside. And now tossing Selena back into the ring. And Blackwell quickly up to the top rope. Tightrope walk in the top before hitting another drop kick. And now Blackwell looking to put this one away. Planting Selena into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Selena not done just yet. But it's going to take a lot for her to get back into this match. Has not been able to generate any offense in this entire match. It's been Haley Blackwell from the jump. And there's a big splash by Blackwell. And again, on the apron, another missile drop kick. And now into the cover, 2, and another kick out. And the end may be in sight for Haley Blackwell. She plants Selena again into the cover, 2, and another kick out. Blackwell can't believe it, but quickly back on the offensive. Up to the second rope double axe handle. Now turning her around. Went for an elbow, but nobody home. And Selena with the Meteora. Finally able to get something in, but it's not going to last long. Blackwell driver. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Absolute domination from start to finish. Selena did not stand a chance against Haley Blackwell tonight. And with qualifiers for the women's golden ticket to be announced, that's definitely not good for Selena's chances to get a qualifier. There's only 4 women will even have the chance to compete in a qualifier. Only 2 will move on to Clash. Of course, 2 representatives from each company. TNC, BCW, and ELW. But this showing for Haley Blackwell definitely bodes well for her chances to get one of those qualifying spots. Congratulations to Blackwell on an absolutely dominant victory. But ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time here on TNC. Ever since losing the TNC World title back at Full Speed Ahead, it's been a bit of a bumpy road for Pete Brents. Not just here in TNC, but outside as well. He is the Golden Duck champion in BCW. But in ELW, it's been a bit of a different story. He came up short by a hair, by a fraction of a second, in the Fatal 4-Way match for the Social Media Championship. That, of course, won by Kent Killstrom, who alongside Owen King quit this company. And then, of course, Brents felt like he deserved another shot at that title, interrupted by Aiden Kennedy in episode 2, which prompted an impromptu number 1 contenders match between the two, which was won by the Assassin. And Brent was attacked post-match by a masked assailant that we still don't know the identity of. And Brent's looking to take his frustrations out on Arthur Bey. And this is a big opportunity for Arthur Bey here in the main event at TNC. Still has yet to capture championship gold in TNC. But potentially a win here against the former 2-time champ could do wonders for his shot at a potential qualifying match. Both Brent and Bey set to go. And there's the bell. Our main event is underway. Bey quickly into a headlock and a big punch right to the forehead. And now Arthur Bey going after the knee of Brent. And now these two locking up here. Brent's able to overpower the smaller Arthur Bey into the corner. And there's a right hand by Brent. And now off the ropes. Big discus forearm by Brent. Into the Lion Salt, but nobody home. And now Arthur Bey right back onto the attack of the lower body. And Bey went for a clubbing blow, but Brent's able to escape, but not able to escape that clothesline. And quickly, just from a brush of the boot, Pete Brent is busted open, courtesy of Arthur Bey. And a big drop kick there by Bey into the cover on Brent and a kick out at 1. And now on the apron, Bey getting turned around, getting his chest pounded in by the former 2-time world champ. And a 10th will send Arthur Bey to the floor, and Brent's not far behind. But Arthur Bey knew he was coming. Able to get the feet up. Brent's now back in the ring. Arthur Bey, cross body from the top. And Arthur Bey looking to take advantage. Off the ropes, able to connect with that elbow. But Brent's able to turn it back around on Bey. And Brent's sizing Bey up for the knee strike, but nobody home. Brent's going face first into that bottom turnbuckle. And Arthur Bey double axe handle to the back of the head. Sizing Brent's up here is Arthur Bey. Slamming him down middle of the ring. And Arthur Bey may have been going for the brainbuster, but Brent able to counter. And Brent's submission locked in, but Arthur Bey able to escape quickly. And out of the apron again, and Arthur Bey back to the outside. And now Brent's planting Arthur Bey. And Brent's just stomping the life out of Arthur Bey. A flurry of left hands and a boot to the gut. And Brent's with a punt kick to the face of Bey. Up to the second rope. Bey back to his feet. Meteora. And Brent's now sending Bey off the ropes. Big shot to the gut as Bey falls to a knee. Ripcord forearm. And now Brent's thinking Art of Hate driver. Can he connect with it? He's got him up. Art of Hate driver. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. A good start in this match for Arthur Bey, but it's not about how you start. It is about how you finish. And once Brent was able to survive the flurry of offense from the beginning, it was all Brent's from that point forward. And he's able to pick up the win over Arthur Bey in our main event. And that will do it for episode 34 of TNC. Thank you all for watching. We will see you tomorrow with episode number 35 as we begin the qualifiers for the Golden Ticket ladder matches.